bunch of judges that are really awesome. You know, I don't understand the question, I guess.
After that 10-minute answer.
Thank you. You're very welcome. You got it.
My question was, how was the prayer developed and finalized on?
The what?
The prayer from the movie. What about it? How did you guys come up with it, develop it, and just finalize it?
I think Troy took it from a couple of different things and slapped it together, sort of, right?
Yeah, it was a little bit of Ecclesiastes 3:14 and a little bit of George W. Bush. It's a combo, you know.
Awesome, thanks.
I was wondering, from either movie, were there any particular scenes you found to be particularly difficult to shoot?
Oh man, I loved the courtroom scene in the first one. That was my favorite. You know, and Troy was like, "You deliver these people," you know. So you're like, "Fuck yeah." It's fun. You know, do you remember the one scene when pulls the fire alarm in the first one, and we're running out of the court? And there's that one girl with really big boobs, and she's like bouncing. Troy was like, "Let's do it again." 9 times he's like, check this out. We're never gonna finish today. That was fun. What was the most difficult scene?
For you?
Oh yeah,
it was languages, brother.
No, jumping off the building. Like I had a dislocated shoulder at the time, and we had to jump off this building, but into a giant mat, and fucking Flannery's doing like triple gainers and shit. And I couldn't like do the dive to the rope and kill my thing, and I was like, and then Troy's like, "You pussy, fucking jump."
Regis would run up with gusto, then he'd go, and then he'd go, I swear to God, he'd heard powwow, and Regis would go, "No, I got it this time, I got it this time." And he'd run up again, and that last minute little edge,
I don't know if it squeaked, but it hurt like hell to land. But
he did have a fucked up shoulder. That's the truth. And when, you know, with their Desert Eagles, the guns that we use, right? They're like 27 pounds. So literally, Regis' shoulder was so fucked up when he had to raise it, he'd have to do this. And shoot it really quick before it fell back down.
He was just like, "Okay, ready?" And then. Yeah, I'm always hurt all the time. Like, I just had stitches across my forehead. I don't know if you see this giant scar right here. But actually, the story of this, we were doing a scene in Walking Dead like 2 weeks ago, and we did the same with this gun, and I got hit in the face with the gun. Big metal gun. And blood was squirting out of my face. And I'm standing there like, "I'll kill you." You know, and then on top of it, I have all the fake blood from the show and all the dirt. So an ambulance has to come and say, "Take me to the hospital." And then, you know, they're freaking out because I'm covered in blood. And then, so they do that, and then as soon as they stitch me up, you know, I'm like, "Please, can you do liquid stitches? I have so many scars on my face. Like, can you just see if this will work?" And plus, like, they do that you know, where did that come from on the show, right? So, anyways, we go back to get my car, and leaving the set, there's a van, and I'm in the passenger side, and there's another driver driving my car back to my apartment, right? And I'm still covered in the blood. And we come up over a hill, and there's an 18-wheeler on its side, right? Like, on its side in a ditch. And there's telephone poles down, and there's a lady in the road going, "I think he had a heart attack. He's pinned behind the wheel." So I jumped out of the passenger side, climbed up on the truck, pulled this huge, sweaty guy out of this truck, laid him out on the ground, and I'm like, "Come on, stay with me, stay with me." And he's kind of in and out of it. And I'm like, "What's your name? What's your name?" Then the ambulance finally shows up, and he's running over, and he goes, "Did I just take you to the hospital?" "It's not me, it's him." And I'm covered in blood, right? And it's not me, it's him. And then people started, you know, their cars stopping and taking pictures and stuff, and, you know, it's a cool thing. And then I left. Like, it was like the worst fucking day ever. That's a little Dr. Pepper right there, you know what I'm saying?
Earlier the question was like, "Do you guys ever do any real heroic shit?" He's like, "Well, there was this one time, there was a guy that, you know, lost consciousness behind a steering wheel, and I just pulled over and I CPR'd him back to life."
He was so sweaty.
That's what Regis remembers. He's like, you know,
It was like, and I was like, "Oh my God, you're so fucking sweaty." the
You're
hospital
very
like 3
sweaty
times.
for a dude without a heartbeat.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, so I met Norman earlier and I freaked out because, you know, he's on TV, you guys are on TV, why are you in person? And you're real.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right now, but
No.
I did that with Chrissy from Three's Company. Is Chrissy the blonde? Yeah. I just was like drooling. She goes, did you grow up with me? And I go, you have no idea.
And this was like 15 minutes ago.
okay, maybe. But I was wondering for all three of you if there are people who approached you and they were just like crying or freaking out and you're just like, you know, hi, it's nice to meet you, and they just kind of look at you like they're about to die.
Yeah, that happens. You know, there's several stages of crazy. I mean, not just I didn't mean it like that. No, I mean, there's some that are really sweet and they shake, and some start to hyperventilate, some cry, and then there's some that are like, you're kind of short. I did one of these kind of things, and I was talking about it earlier, but there was a line to get up to us, right? And I could see everyone talking and having a good time, and there was one, like, gothy-looking lady that was just eyeballing me, like she's gonna kill me. She's getting closer, eyeballing, never takes her eyes off of me, just like she's gonna murder me, right? And she finally comes up and she goes, so, I saw you last night at the bar, you were trashed. And I go, my flight just got in an hour ago. I wasn't at the bar last night, I just landed. And she goes, no, you were there, you were trashed. And I'm like, no, really, I just landed, just didn't buy it at all. You know? But there's different stages, like some just come on and they're just like such assholes, and you're like, what'd I do? You know? But yeah.
Aren't you glad you're kind of elevated then?
Why, can you see my crotch from there? I kind of did one of these, I was like, all right,
She's not shaking anymore. Now she's all calm. She's like normal.
I got nothing to worry about.
What about for the other two? That's not
There was a chick that I saw the same thing. She was sitting there staring at me, walking in line. Finally, she got up front. She's like, I can't tell you how much I love you in Walking Dead.
Wow.
She fucking stood in that line staring at me for 20 fucking minutes to get up there to tell me that she loved me in Walking Dead. So I had to oblige. I'm like, thanks. I couldn't shoot her down at that point.
I get that all the time.
It's got, I mean, I'm like, damn, wow. Fucking Lasix, baby. That fucking Redenstein's like 2 feet from me. Hope she's not in here, man. She's like in the back going. Who next?
Hi, I'm a big fan of you guys. I actually have a question because I'm training to become a director in the film industry, and I wonder if you guys have any advice you would give me.
What do you mean training?
I'm in college, and I love film, I love theater all around, and I wanted to start directing. You know, if you guys give me any advice for that industry, for film industry?
Oh, man.
You want to be a director?
Yes.
Learn every aspect of movie production. You know, there's a lot of directors out there that literally, I mean, there's some directors out there that only got into it because they were writers and they don't know, you know, the physical aspect, the technical aspect of camera work. They don't even know screen direction. Then there's some directors that are only screen direction guys. Then there's some directors that got into it because they're editors.
So second unit stunt
guys, you know, if you want to be a good director, know all aspects of it, every aspect. Know how the makeup department works, know how long it takes to do a certain type of makeup, know how stunts work, know how long it takes to organize a stunt, know how to communicate with actors, how to discuss things, you know, how to get things out of people, and how to be a leader as well as be a visionary. Know composition as well as, you know, scene structure and whatnot. It's those directors are rare in my opinion. You know,
Editing too, editing. Learn editing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering, Sean, if you could please talk like Beauregard Parish.
Say it again.
Beauregard Parish from the video on YouTube when you prank called the guy that won the cross in the second movie. The cross, you talk like Beauregard Parish. That was the name.
Sailors! You bunch of dirty bitches. Is that who you're looking for? I'll tell him you called. Yes.
Hey, this is not for all three of you. I don't have a question. I just wanted to say hi. Oh, and we watch a movie every year.
Just whoa.
Boondock
Once a year?
Saints. Maybe more.
Then you're severely underdosed.
We watch it more. Our parents absolutely love the movie. So do we.
Solid. I like your parents.
So do we.
Wait. How old are you guys?
2018.
Oh, okay. How long have you been watching it?
5 years maybe?
Damn, since you since you were 13?
We're so old.
God bless you.
How's it going, guys?
Good, man.
Alright, I have 2 questions for you. Number 1 is how long did it take you to master your accents?
I'm not sure I ever mastered mine.
You and I have something in common, by the way. We're both always getting hurt. 3 weeks ago, I was hit by a car. A week ago, I was hit in the side of the head by an owl that flew through my window.
Well, owls are supposed to be really good luck. You'll probably win the lottery.
It's great. I'm partially blind in this eye now.
By a fucking owl.
A fucking owl, bro!
Awesome.
Alright, second question is just for you, Rock. Did you feel like a total badass when you walked out of that cafe?
Yeah.
Me and my brother, he's sitting right here, Mr. Castle and Mr. Smith, we love you guys. We watch your movie probably, once a week? You guys are amazing. We love the movie, and we're big fans of all you guys.
I can love you back, bro.
Hey guys, first of all, I want to say I love your work, love Boondock Saints. I just have a question for all 3 of you. What persuaded you guys to pursue acting?
I got drunk. I yelled at a bunch of people. I had a job fixing motorcycles, and my boss was mad at one of his pit bulls when I got to work, and we got in a fight about it. And someone took me to a party up in the hills, and I got wasted and started yelling at a bunch of people. And then somebody asked me to be in a play, and then a lady from Weir Morris was in the audience, and I started doing little small things, and finally, hi.
Me, a chick, same reason I do everything. That's really the reason we get out of bed, right? Every dude in here, raise your hand if I'm fucking lying. You know, I was going to University of St. Thomas, and I saw this chick leaving a building every Monday morning, so I dropped in English class and I signed up for whatever the fuck they were teaching in that building. I don't care. And it ended up being theater, you know, and that's honest to God truth. Huh?
Of course he did. Look at him. John Patrick Flannery never failed. You guys are missing.
They didn't even have a word for game back then.
Evil little laugh.
It's kind of pervy, wasn't it? Like Rock yourself?
Yeah, you know, in college, just did it and it was fun. Just figured, you know, why not?
All right, well, thank you guys.
You got it, guys. Unfortunately, we got time for like 3 or 4 more quick ones that we got to bust out.
Let's wrap up this.
Yeah, let's do it. So if nobody else in line, let's bust through it. They're flashing those cards and I get the lights.
Did you tip her, Rocco?
What's that?
Did you tip her, Rocco?
Yep.
Did you tip her?
Yep.
What was the question?
Did you tip her, man?
Oh. Yes.
I'll tip you.